This is the third part to blinking some lights. We're going to talk a little bit about the code, dive a little bit deeper so you really know what's happening. So let's switch over to the code. So this is in reference to page 17. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in each part. So first is the setup. This is where you set everything up for your code. Essentially, you're letting it know what pin does what and what type of pin it is. So you declare the number for the pin. So is it pin 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 13? LED built-in pin is pin 13. And is it an input or an output? Void setup only runs once at the beginning of the program. And so a lot of times if you only need something to be done once, if you only want your program to run once, you set it up in setup. Now let's move, before we jump in, void means it doesn't need to send any information back to the function, it's just sending information out. And then pin mode is a function that is built in Arduino, and it also sets the LED. So in pin mode, it says LED built in, so pin number 13 is an output. And so that's what it means here. The next part is your loop. This is the main part of most of Arduino programs, and this just runs over and over and over again. And so anything you want done repeatedly, you put in the loop. And so what's going to happen, it's going to come down here and say digital write. So that means we're going to write to whatever the pin number is, and this is what we're going to write. So it's going to write to LED built-in pin, which is number 13, and it's going to tell it to go high or send 5 volts. Then it's going to delay for 5 seconds. Remember, this is all in milliseconds, so 5,000 milliseconds is 5 seconds. Then it's going to write to the 13 pin, and it's going to tell it to go low, which means turn it off or 0 volts, and then it's going to delay it for 1,000 milliseconds or 1 second. So let us know if you have any questions, shoot us an email or message us on Facebook.